There have been a lot of people and organizations bowing down to Donald Trump, surrendering before day one, surrendering before it's necessary, and it sucks in every case. And this is plenty of politicians, a lot of Democratic leadership, basically every tech billionaire in the country, most media outlets, most of the big newspapers. But I didn't really think that like the biggest labor leaders, the biggest union leaders would be a part of that. And this is perhaps a little bit premature. But I don't know, what I've seen recently out of Sean O'Brien, head of the Teamsters, doesn't fill me with a lot of confidence about his willingness to stand up for working people, union members, when there's mass firings going on all over. That said, I want to play it so we can figure it out together. Here's a little bit of what he had to say on Fox News.
Look, we don't want to see anybody get laid off. We don't want to see anybody losing their jobs. But he thinks he's within his right. There are court proceedings, and ultimately the courts are going to decide whether what he's doing is lawful or not. I know that there is a lot of fat in the government he's trimming, and I don't think people are opposed to that. And look, I tell people all the time, let's take a look at the 101st day and where we're at that point in time.
He's a tough guy. Normally, that's his whole thing. He's both a leader, literally, he's a leader, and a tough guy. And his answer is, let's just go to sleep for the next couple months. Let's just see what's left of our Constitution, what's left of the government workforce, which, as we'll show you, has a lot of union members in it, months out. He thinks he has a legal leg to stand on. That's what Sean O'Brien said about Donald Trump. Do you have any thoughts about that, Sean O'Brien? Because I know that he's violating the law with many of these firings. He's an independent agency. It's not up to him to get rid of their members or their leadership. Yeah, no, he'll go to court and he'll say that he does, and maybe the Supreme Court will be like, yeah, you're the king, you get to do whatever you want. But I already have an opinion about that. Do you have an opinion about that? What do you think about these firings? Sean O'Brien says, well, he says there's a lot of waste and a lot of fat. Yeah, do you think that's what he's doing when he fires these people, is getting rid of waste? Do you think that's what he's doing? Do you think that's why he's doing that? Do you have an opinion about any of the insane things that are being done on a daily basis, or all of the many lines that have been crossed, again, on a daily basis? Why did you go on Fox News, just be like, everybody calm down? We don't need leadership to do that. We have Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries to tell us to just calm down if we want. We don't need Sean O'Brien for that. And by the way, the Teamsters represent over 200,000 public sector workers across North America. Hundreds of thousands. By the way, the Teamsters has 1.3 million members. That's a big chunk of their total membership. Will any of them even be left in a few months? And I'm not just saying this on behalf of the libs that are part of it. There are plenty of conservatives that are also having their jobs wiped out, often without even the fig leaf of thought being given to it. The bird flu inspectors, they're gone. Oh, the people protecting our nuclear weapons and all that, get them the hell out of here. Oh wait, these are both disasters? I hope we can get them back. And he doesn't have a thing to say about the need to be more judicious in these firings, more careful of who we fire. Yeah, I'm not the leader, Francesca. I know he supposedly knows better than me, but I find this to be super weak sauce.
Oh yeah, he's getting played. I mean, I think what's amazing about Sean O'Brien is he's been thinking that he's the one playing 7D chess. He's playing everybody else. Nah, he's completely getting played. It's been a month of the Trump administration. We know exactly what they're doing. This is the boss class. If Sean O'Brien wants to make the Teamsters the last people who are building the robots on Elysium, cool, that's fine. But the rest of us want to live. The rest of us, want to fight this power grab. So where is he at? And this is a very revelatory moment. It is who are going to be our leaders, as we just talked about with the director of Move On, and who are the people who are going to fall in line and obey in advance. And Sean O'Brien has shown that he's going to obey in advance. And here's the thing that Sean O'Brien does, and he does it to his Teamsters. He does it whenever he talks to leftists too, or any progressive media outlets. He code switches. What does that mean? It means that you tell people different things depending on who you're talking to. So he's on Fox saying, I don't see anything illegal. I mean, I don't know, that's for the courts. Let's just give him time, right? But then if he is talking to a progressive news outlet, he's talking to another outlet, he's gonna be like, I'm gonna stand up for my workers, and we'll see what happens, and I gotta represent. He's changing what he's saying in order to, and that's slimy. That's slimy, and there's no backbone in that. This guy doesn't believe in anything, and I understand. Look, let me just give an anecdote. There are union leaders who know that they've got MAGA membership. That's well proven, that's fine. but you're a leader. I remember after Trump was elected in 2016, I did a union gig for the United, I think, Electrical Workers of America. And I did this union gig in Vegas, and the leaders of the union, they come in there and like, there's a lot of people here. I think there's gonna be some Trump voters, but give them hell. And it was such a funny moment because you could tell that the leadership said, no, this administration is bad for workers. This administration wants to make sure workers are on their ass. They might want to make sure they are desperate. They want to make sure. In this same interview, we're gonna talk about how he was like, yeah, right to work laws are fine, right to work states are fine.
Insane. Right
to work has dismantled union membership in this country strategically. Not just like, oh, we like right to work, but no. This is a plan to dismantle unions, and Sean O'Brien is on board with that. It's despicable.
Well, yeah, I hadn't seen that particular part. And look, I have not been following everything he's been saying. I don't know if there's anything else in other interviews that's better, but like, I don't know, as an outsider, and you go on the news to reach new people. So I'm experiencing this like most people will. This doesn't look like leadership. This looks like being co-opted. This feels like an Eric Adams type situation. Like, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
I mean, is he gonna give up his workers? Is he gonna rat them out to ICE? I mean, that's another question, right? Like, what is the union complicity going to be in this mass deportation campaign?
Why don't we rat them out up until day 101? How about that?
Sure.
Do that and then see what happens after. When you click the join button and become a tier 2 member, you get access to all of our weekly top 10 lists. What are you waiting for?